Hey, it's Johnny. Today's video is 5 reasons INFJs suddenly ghost people. So I'm not talking about an INFJ door slam, okay? That's more of a long-term thing where we just, boom, we're done, we're gone. By the way, check out my video about the INFJ door slam if you haven't done it. I'll put an end card at the end of this video for you to go back and watch that one. No, I'm talking about when an INFJ suddenly goes like off the radar, no contact, with little to no explanation of why, and then they reappear, right? Like a ghost, okay? This is a phenomenon in the MBTI community. INFJs are notorious for this. We do this a lot. And today I want to give you the 5 reasons why. The first reason INFJs ghost people is because the INFJ is drained. They're exhausted, okay? People don't understand a lot of times that INFJs have only so much energy that they can commit to a relationship. And now that's anybody, right? Because introversion and extroversion is on a spectrum, right? But INFJs are true introverts. And when they are interacting with other people, there is an intensity that they wield via their auxiliary cognitive function of extroverted feeling, and it takes a lot of energy out of them to do that, a tremendous amount. Now, when they love, when they connect, when they socialize, they do it intensely. And that introverted intuition, the extroverted feeling, the introverted thinking, the extroverted sensing, these cognitive functions are all at play in the social interaction that the INFJ is having with the other person. And we hit a point where we shut down. Point being, an INFJ will often ghost you suddenly simply because they're exhausted, and they may not tell you. They may just shut down. All right? The second reason INFJs ghost people suddenly is that the INFJ is preoccupied, okay? And again, this one you shouldn't take personally because INFJs, they get so lost in thought. INFJs have subjects that they are studying at depth, at length. They are plunging to the depths of knowledge and understanding and information about a subject, or they are working on a project that or multiple projects that consume much of their time. And they won't necessarily talk about it. They won't tell the people in their life that they have these projects. They will just be working on these projects behind the scenes until suddenly these projects appear. Right? And the people are caught off guard and they're like, well, where did that come from? It came out of nowhere. So if an INFJ is ghosting you because they're preoccupied, again, don't take that personally and just give them space to work on their projects and they will come back. They will come around. The third reason INFJs can suddenly ghost people is that they are hurt. INFJs are sensitive. They're a sensitive sort. Now, some of us have developed thick skin through years of rejection and trial and error and cultivating boundaries. But by and large, INFJs are sensitive and we're people-oriented, and it's easy to hurt their feelings a lot of times, the INFJ's feelings. And if an INFJ is ghosting you, they may be analyzing the relationship. They may be taking a step back to get some perspective on why they're hurt. It's often difficult for INFJs to know what they're feeling. They are easily aware of other people's motives, other people's feelings, but when it comes to recognizing their own, the INFJ often struggles. And if they've been hurt, they may pull back, they may ghost you so that they can determine whether or not the relationship is still salvageable. The fourth reason INFJs often ghost people is that they feel smothered. So INFJs are introverts, and we can spend hours or even days with a person sometimes, and I think what can happen when an INFJ does that is it can give the other person the idea that the INFJ wants to keep that degree of connectedness up long term. With this one, with feeling smothered, it's this thing of, okay, I went and I spent a few days with you and we hung out and we had this intense, amazing weekend. And now the INFJ is like, okay, I need to recharge. I feel smothered. So they'll just ghost. And the other person is like, well, what happened? This was great. We just spent a weekend together. I want to keep this up. And so they'll push, right? And maybe the INFJ at the beginning of this might be cordial and be like, the INFJ might go back out for another couple days with them, right? Intensely, and have that kind of couple days of intensity that they had for that weekend. But they'll feel smothered at some point in the process of it. And so then we'll ghost. And that's where it's up to us as INFJs to speak our needs and to tell other people and to be clear, right? I do believe that we as INFJs should take 100% responsibility for our lives. And if we are going to ghost people, I personally think that if it's for an innocent reason, right? Like we're drained or exhausted, we should let the other person know, okay? If it's something like the INFJ's been hurt, I think that pulling back and taking some time to gain perspective and to not tell anyone what's going on, I think is acceptable. There are a lot of dynamics here, and I'm not saying either way for you personally, INFJ, what is right or wrong. I'm saying we should take responsibility and own our end of it. And so whether intentional or unintentional, the ghosting can still take place. INFJ, just do the best you can to communicate with the loved ones in your life. That's all I'm saying. The fifth and final reason why INFJs will suddenly often ghost you is that the INFJ has simply lost interest in the relationship. It could be that the INFJ has just learned new information about this person that has triggered that introverted intuition, pattern seeking, and we're able to tell the direction that the relationship is going based on patterns that we've seen throughout the course of our lives. And INFJs can read people well. If an INFJ has lost interest in a relationship, they will sometimes ghost the person, again, for a period of time to gain perspective on whether or not the relationship is worth it. Please let me know in the comments what your reasons for ghosting are. I know that there are more than 5 reasons. These are just the 5 that came to mind today, this morning, when I was, brainstorming about what my next video would be. Anyway, I appreciate you guys coming on today. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Hit the like button, share this video, leave your comments and your thoughts. Thank you for tuning in. I'll talk to you in the next video.